Hi guys, this is Scribbly again with another product review, and today again I have something fairly interesting right here for you. And this is the Ateliers Phileas Yokohama notebook cover in A6. This is a notebook cover that is made from full grain vegetable tanned Tochigi leather, handmade in Japan. And we'll cover the whole thing in detail. Some of you that follow me since a while might remember that I have reviewed the Yokohama notebook cover in A5 already. This costs 195 euro. This one costs 185 euro. So a 10 euro price difference in between those. And just a little backdrop to this whole video review and story here. I typically use A5 notebooks for work. So I was super curious in this A5 notebook cover right here. And you can go to scribbly.org or to my YouTube channel and you can find the full-blown review of this A5 one. Some of you that follow me since a while will also remember that I have reviewed in A5 the Roter Faden Taschenbegleiter. And then at some point I did find A5. It was nice because I had plenty of space to write, but at some point I did find it to become a little bit bulky. So I wanted to have a bit of more of a minimalist setup, and I wanted to figure out if A6 would be something for me to go with. Hence, I contacted Ateliers Phileas and I asked them, I really loved the A5. Can I try out the A6? I want to do a review of that. I want to see how it holds up. I want to see how the format works for me. And kindly enough, they said like, yes, we'll send you one and you'll have a play with it. The A6 Yokohama comes in this beautiful packaging saying Ateliers Phileas, which is like a fairly new brand. They're around since maybe 1.5 years or 2. I'm not exactly sure, but not a very, very long time. It's like a super cool new stationery brand. There'll be more information about it in the box right here. I'll go through that with you. The notebook cover was in this carefully packaged with this cloth here, was then in another packaging. It's very Japanese, if I may say so. The whole appearance does remind me of a mix of, you know, pilot pen packaging as well as traveler's notebook packaging. So I guess it lays somewhere design-wise on the fringes there in the realms of those brands. But of course, they have their own brand character, their own thing here. There's a sticky coming with it. There's a little booklet coming with it. You see the website right here, atelierphileas.com. Feel free to get there. Thank you for selecting an Ateliers Phileas design. Our collection is crafted meticulously and so on. You can read that for yourself. You'll get like a little handwritten thank you note from Ateliers Phileas, which I find is very beautiful. And here is a card again with the web address and a little bit of like a background on, you know, what is the brand philosophy, the brand character, how do they see themselves, and so forth. You can pause the video, read that for yourself. I won't read that all out aloud. Let's put all of that good stuff away and have a look at the notebook cover. I got the black one. But you can also get it, I think in the meanwhile, it also comes in bi-color setups, but it also comes in natural, which then looks something like that. Will then, you know, pick up patina very, very nicely. Of course, on the natural one, you will see that more than on the black one, but also my black one got a little bit banged up, scuffed up, looks really beautiful. I mean, like, I definitely love it when leather starts looking used, gets a bit glossy, fatty from the oil in the hands and so on. Fantastic. Of course, the natural one, as you see on that one, used that for about a year, does pick up more patina. It comes in blue, I think red, perhaps in brown. Check it out, atelierphileas.com. You'll see all the colors there. As said, this is handmade in Japan, full grain vegetable tanned Tochigi leather. Absolutely fantastic. Has a nice smell. Is not as intense anymore as it was in the beginning. I have this one here, have had this one here since August 2022. So it's been in use for about 10 months daily. That's what it will then look like. Very nice. It's a quite thick leather, so it's very, very sturdy. It's not very thin. Fantastic quality. I'll just show you some close-up right here so that you can see that for yourself with the stitching. Really great. A nice closure right here, just to hold the notebook together in case you have some loose leaf in there as well. I'll show you the setup inside in a minute in detail also. Just want to let you appreciate the detail here, right? A little bit, quite a thick and sturdy one right here. Very well stitched onto here. Nothing comes off here. Nothing comes loose. This is actually really beautiful. Soft here. Really beautiful. Top notch. The edges are sealed very, very nicely. Top notch quality. There is literally nothing off here. Even if I would like to find something to complain about, and believe me, I looked for 10 months, not on a daily basis, but there is nothing to complain about. This is the stamped in Atelier Phileas logo. I don't know, is that a cobra, a Japanese shrine? I have no idea. It looks cool. You see it a little bit better, of course, on the natural one, where it's then a little bit, I guess it's burnished. So there it's a bit more pronounced. On the black one, it's a little bit more subdued, but you definitely do see it. Fantastic notebook cover. You open it up like this, and it says Atelier Phileas, crafted in Japan right here. You have a couple of slots in here that you can use for whatever you want to use it for. Stamps, small notes. I do use it for, got these here from Muji, for some page markers, so that when I write in my notebook and there's a page that I want to mark up, then I'll use those page markers. This one here I leave empty. This here is the slot where you then slide your notebook in. We'll show you that in a minute as well. And I then do keep a bunch of post-its right here in the back. I'll just literally slide them in like this. But of course, you could also use this in order to slide in a second notebook. So this here is the Midori MD notebook. That's the ones that I use. I always have like 3 or 4 of those at home. I use those as a refill because I find them absolutely fantastic for pencils, fountain pens, and whatnot. I get mine from Nomado store because they have them always readily available in Europe at a good price, which I'm super happy with. So what you can do right here is you can, of course, slide that notebook in here on that side like that. And then you could use it that way and have those post-its here on the other side. Or as said, you could slide in a second Midori A5 or Moleskine Cahier or whatever you want to slide in there. The way I use it is that way. That's how I'm using it. Because I went A5 because I didn't want to be so bulky in terms of notebook carriage. So I don't put 2 notebooks in there. I find it's absolutely fantastic like that. It's a great setup. With the MD notebooks, it lays flat, which is very important for me when I'm at work. I need to just like have my notes beside my laptop or on the desk or something like that. And I want this to lay flat. I want this to lay open. This thing here does not, remain like this just because like it's most of the time bent into that shape. So it like retains that shape. So when you write on the right hand side of the notebook, you got to do something like that and then write. I just wanted to point it out. It doesn't irritate me at all, but it might irritate you. Hence, I wanted to have it said. There you go. That's that. So absolutely fantastic. As said, you could slide that out and slide a second notebook in right there. I tend to carry a bunch of post-its here in case I want to do a quick scribble and then throw it away, or give a note to some colleague and say like, look, this is how I think about this and whatever. Very, very good. It does have a pen loop here, which is also super cool because it makes it like your total writing package. The pen loop is large enough to comfortably accommodate like a pen up to the size of a Lamy M800, Lamy M800, Pelikan M800, obviously, in here. I think that's like about the largest pen that you carry in there. I had like Lamy 2000s in there. It also takes a Montblanc 146. I tried to carry a Montblanc 149. That doesn't fit in here. You actually have to stretch it, and then I'd perhaps be worried to carry smaller pens like a M400 or so in there. But the M800, as you can see right here, absolutely no problem, fits in there perfectly. I carry it in a way so that the pen is then somewhat protected by the notebook as well. You could perhaps also like bend it in a way so that like the pen sits more on the outside. I do actually like to push it in a little bit that way, because then the pen just doesn't stick out, and I'm not worried of like throwing this package like that into my backpack. And for me, over the past 10 months or so, since August last year, this has proven to be the perfect total package for writing. I figured that I don't really need A5. Of course, I do miss those beauties here, and perhaps at some point I will get back to them. Sometimes the mood changes and so forth. But as of now, I do think that I found my perfect total writing package with this setup right here, the Atelier Phileas Yokohama A6 notebook cover with the MD notebooks in there, and the pen loop. I, of course, always also carry a pen pouch with a couple of extra pens and so forth. But I wanted to show you that. Apart from that, irrespective of whether it's A6, A5, these Atelier Phileas products, they're pretty stunning. 180 euro, 190 euro, something around along those lines. It's not inexpensive, but like for this fantastic type of leather, handmade in Japan, and like a almost heirloom item that you'll have for a lifetime, I think it's more than okay. I'm gonna say thank you once more to Atelier Phileas for shipping those for review, for letting me play with those, try them out, give them a test run, and first and foremost, bring this review to all of you out there. Having that said, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the next review. Ciao, ciao.